EEvisu for quite a while. I was the guy who was doing production when the crab was thrown at H-Box at Pounds 2019.
I wonder who that could have been. What's up, guys? We decided to head to Xanadu during one of their premier weekly locals, a place where several legends, including myself, were truly born. And I had one simple question for everybody. What is your worst tournament experience? Let's take a listen. Continuing my question for the worst tournament stories and experiences, I brought my man Sunfish. He's actually an OG Xanadu local. We were back at the old place, like in the heart of Baltimore, where he could have got shot just to go play a friendly. It's crazy and stuff like that. But that never happened, thankfully. But what is your worst tournament experience, if you may share?
So, right at the end of Smash 4, transitioning into Ultimate, I ended up TOing a lot more. And I would go to the Tuesday tournaments, the Thursday college tournaments, Friday grinds, and then any other monthly or weekly that happened on Saturday or something. There was a player named, can I name players?
Please, we encourage it.
Thunderlit, okay. And Thunderlit, I don't know if he's still around, but anyone who's in the central PA or PA DMV area knows Thunderlit.
Thunderlit, okay.
He was a player who would write these essays or emails and just send them out to the TOs talking about, today in friendlies, I have conquered 4 people taking 3 stocks each. Not games, stocks.
Stocks.
And he would get wins, which was unfortunate.
Okay.
However, he had a terrible, terrible rage problem. He went through 27 controllers in a month.
27?
And he was also notorious for just picking up other people's controllers, breaking them because he would get so angry from losing, and then immediately going to the back. Do you remember when that TCG, they were like selling like GameCube controllers?
Yeah.
He would go back every Tuesday, every Friday, buy 2 controllers.
One for himself and one for his opponents who he broke?
No, because he's going to break that one later.
Oh, well, hold on. So he broke other people's controller?
Yes.
Nobody whooped his ass?
Well, no one found out he was doing this until I saw it once at like a Tech Times when Wadi first went, that first one. He like took Joy-Cons out of the Switch. He says, these aren't the right Joy-Cons, and then kept looking around for other Joy-Cons to play on. I'm like, Thunderlit, where's your controller? He goes, I broke it already. I'm like, okay, I just saw you Friday. It's Saturday. It's one day. When we went to a college tournament, he picks up somebody's Pro controller, plays with it. Someone goes, hey, where's my Pro controller? Has anyone seen it? Next thing you know, found my Pro controller. It's in pieces on the ground outside of the venue. And we're like, well, Thunderlit was playing with a Pro controller, and he normally plays with a GameCube controller.
You know, maybe we shouldn't have named this guy by name, because I feel like he might come for us with something a little more deadly than that control. Oh, he did? Oh, that's good.
Well,
okay.
He's quit like 3 times. And every time
Stay going, dog. I'm sorry.
Every time he's emailed somebody. He's emailed Rafflefox. He's emailed File. He's emailed me.
Yeah.
Saying, I'm quitting the scene. And then the next day he'll travel up to like Philly or Central PA and just play in their tournaments. So,
do you remember who he mained?
Corn. If you actually type in Thunderlit versus Booty King or Joey.
Yeah.
Remember him?
Yep.
Or Thunderlit versus Disgaea. First thing that pops up.
Wow. What do you know? Sounds like I left at the right time. Because what the fuck was that?
He scared off players like Lod from playing here. Which is to the problem.
And Lod's a doctor now.
Exactly.
That's one of my good friends. That's somebody I gotta go to if I'm ever gonna need bail money.
Yeah.
It's true.
Thunderlit was a man with a doctor's degree, by the way.
This man was. Imagine if he got
a cell. What's it? Biological like cell engineer or something like that.
Damn, that's creepy.
Insane.
Could he have? Is it possible that his anger caused him to hit the laboratory and create a world-changing disease that causes people to have to wear masks?
Well, if you're out there, Thunderlit.
Don't say he's joking. Don't spread any misinformation.
We'll edit that. We'll edit that in post. We'll edit that in post. Thanks for watching. Good.
I haven't had any really bad experiences yet. Something's probably gonna happen at some point. But
see, that works too. What do you think's gonna happen?
Or like a funny, any funny Smash stories at all?
Garbage seating, or people smell like ass or make you uncomfortable, like that.
Like I'm trying to make him uncomfortable right now.
Like it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. It's just I've been lucky enough to not have it happen yet, right? But when it happens, like you'll probably know because I'll probably say something like on Twitter or something.
So you've had a pretty tame Smash experience so far.
For now, which is really surprising.
Peanut, you're innocent. We need you to get your cherry popped in fucked up situations.
Are you gonna purposely like shove me into a situation?
There's a good chance before this event is over, I'm gonna do something to you that might get me to longer. And then you're gonna come back on camera and detail that experience for the people at home.
I'm down.
Okay.
If you can successfully make me uncomfortable
Okay.
or something like that, I will come back in
All
this
right.
room and I'll do it again.
All right, it might happen, it might not, but either way, yeah.
Good one.
All right, yeah. All right, continuing my quest to find the worst tournament experiences that some of my friends here at Xanadu have experienced. My friend of almost 2 decades, Seagull Joe, ex-professional player, still very good though, father and husband, if I'm not mistaken,
Yep.
and proud Jewish guy. He wanted me to say that. Everybody just take it. He wanted me to say that. Everybody take it easy. Joe, what is your worst tournament experience you've ever had?
So I had to think about it. Like, I've been playing for a long time.
Long time.
And I remember this one time. So one of my oldest cars, this had to be over 10 years ago, on my way to a tournament, a Chew That bi-weekly. And I will say, one thing really good about the Falls Church, Virginia area where the Chew That bi-weekly was, we had one of the best McDonald's. I kid you not, everything was fresh. Everything was good to order. So it's like, you went down there, delicious. On my way in, I got sideswiped, and then I still had to make the tournament. Somehow, so he destroyed one of my lights. I didn't even realize one of my lights was gone. This is during the daytime.
Yes.
Make it all the way an hour later to F-Berg, where the tournament was, for a 16-man local. Got 4th in bracket, so I made like $2. And then I still had the repairs to the car. Needless to say, awful. Literally awful. And then I was just like, I don't know. I didn't even trade information with the guy because...
So I was in that car.
Was.
Okay, I was in that car. I was in the back seat. The funniest part about this is the guy who hit us was Hispanic and he didn't speak much English. And Joe was like, we should trade insurance. Oh, insurance? No, my fault. We leave, or something like that. I'm not trying to...
That actually happened.
That was like, I'm doing an impression of him. I'm not trying to be like funny or disrespectful or anything.
He literally said, I'm not trying to be like disrespectful, no policia, please.
Yeah, no policia, please. This came out of his, because Joe actually, I'm going to just tell the truth, Joe hit him, okay? But because
I don't actually know who, I don't remember, it's been so long.
I do.
Oh, great.
Okay, but because Joe didn't have insurance, we were like, he was just like, he just wanted to get
insurance. He didn't have
Well,
insurance.
he didn't have insurance.
Yeah.
He was like, let me just get the hell out of here. And that's how Joe got away with literally an accident. And you made $2.
Yeah, I made $2, and then I had to get my car fixed for like...
I gave you like $5 in gas money though.
That's true. Back in the day, $5, no matter how far you drive, 3 hours, 5 hours, $5 and you're in the car.
Inflation was not a thing.
No.
Okay, I'm live at Xanadu right now. I told you guys I was gonna find out some perspective from the local players, okay? We talk to all these big shot top players all the time. They say the same shit. I wanna hear from a real guy. What is your worst tournament experience?
My worst tournament experience?
worst
Does
one.
it have to be at Xanadu?
Hell no, it can be anywhere you've been.
Alright, let's
A lot
talk
of
about
shitty
fucking
tournaments.
Dream Wizards now.
Okay, let's go.
So I played Dream Wizards back during Teledad.
Okay.
This
This is Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! 2008, 2009. I go to a regional event. I drive down there. I'm like a fucking kid back then. I go around, I'm trading, I'm playing bullshit decks like the side rounds and stuff. End of the event, I go through my stuff. My fucking Solemn Judgment's gone.
Somebody stole your Solemn Judgment?
Yeah.
Did you play against any African Americans?
Yes.
Okay, continue.
There was a kid. He had a cyber jar, and I thought it was really funny. I kicked his ass because I was like X and 3 at like round 5 or 6. Just a kid. But I think the guy who stole from me is just a skinny white guy.
Okay.
You know,
Nice.
the typical slimy, hasn't showered in 3 days. He was like, oh man, what's your storm shooter do? And I was dumb. I had a binder and I put like good cards behind bad cards. You know, typical shit that
Everyone does that.
you get burned, you learn from it. That was like $60 down the drain, and I was like, fuck Dream Wizards. And I haven't been back to Dream Wizards.
This was 2008?
Yeah.
So that's so you're still holding this grudge.
Kinda not. Like,
If that skinny white individual who stole your Solemn Judgment was in front of you right now, what would you say to him? Look at the camera.
nah, I don't think I'd even engage with him.
Wouldn't even engage with him?
Nah, not
Hear
worth
that? You're not worth engaging with.
Why didn't I didn't do it? Why?
Yo, what's good? My man Coldweather has joined me real quick, okay? And before we go spark this blunt, we're gonna ask the question we've been asking everybody
He's
here.
kidding.
We've been asking everybody here at Xanadu, what is your worst tournament experience that you've experienced, like just period, in your Smash career?
Worst tournament experience ever. Bro, I'm kind of blanking on the year. I think it had to have been like 2017.
Okay.
It was one of the last K-Tars ever.
God.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's a whole nother can of worms.
So got the crew together. There was a big group of us, We drove up to Bumped Up, New Jersey.
New Jersey, Rutgers,
And-
baby. Yep.
And came to go to this tournament. Shit was supposed to start. We thought we were kind of running late.
Mhm.
Shit was supposed to start maybe like 2, 3. Bro, I swear to God, that shit started at like 6.
Yeah, sounds about like a K-Tar. Sounds like a K-Tar. Yep.
I couldn't believe it. Shit started at like 6. Finally starts. Everybody's tired by now.
Obviously.
I played like shit. Bro, I've never gone back to a tri-state tournament.
Was that a one-day event?
That was a one-day event.
One-day event.
Yeah.
Okay. Because back in the day, like for Brawl K-Tars, I swear these things would go till like 3 a.m. and they were one-day tournaments.
Yep.
And TK is the guy to talk to about that because he had some strong opinions back then about the TOing and stuff like that. It was definitely a rough one. If you weren't around for that, you probably should thank your lucky. So a lot of people complain about tournaments these days about X, Y, and Z.
They haven't really
So,
been through it.
you don't know shit. You don't know pain. You don't know exhaustion. You don't know sleeping in a Motel 6 tub because all the bed spots were taken because your best friend let other people stay
You got
and I told
20
him to
in the
make them
room.
sleep in their car. But hey, that's not on me, okay? I got some bad tournament experiences too. You want to hear them? Maybe you will in part 2, assholes. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Now get out of here. All right, so right now, this is not TK, but it is a tall, light-skinned brother. He's got a nice hoodie on. So I figured, why not get his take on the worst tournament experience that potentially he's had? Do you have a story?
I do have a
I would love to hear it, brother. Tell the people.
All right, so this is actually my first tournament ever.
Okay.
Back in Smash 4, back in 2016. Just graduated high school. I was feeling good,
Hell yeah.
With my first tournament, first enemy I had to fight was Fatality.
Oof.
Jeez. And he promptly whooped my ass. Falcon punch and everything.
Damn.
And back in the day, I played Little Mac, so I'm already.
That's how I remember you. Okay.
You're already struggling.
Yeah, Jeebus, if you remember that. That was me. Yeah, so that was terrible. I got my ass kicked. But it was a learning experience. I enjoyed getting my ass kicked by him. Because at least it was him, it wasn't some random Joe Schmo that I'd never heard of,
Well, the way I figured it must have been good because you stuck around.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, usually if you get your ass whooped in any kind of parasocial relationship, you tend to just exit.
Yeah, no.
Is that okay to say? Right? No, I don't.
Leave a comment if you think it's okay to say.
Comment if you think that's okay to say, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good experience though. I got my ass beat 0-2 easily, no doubt about it. But I learned from it that if I ever see Fatality on the bracket, please request a change because I
Request
don't.
a change.
I don't
How's
want
that?
it.
No, realistically, I think you're actually taller than him IRL, so you could just threaten him.
Yeah, but I don't know. He's one of those skinny hidden power people. Though, you know
that's
what I mean?
true. It's always the quiet ones.
It's always the quiet ones. It's like, hey, how you doing, man? Then just, he will kill you. He looks like Falcon without a shirt on. I don't want to imagine that too hard. But I assume if he plays Falcon, he's got that Falcon mentality.
I
that
got
Falcon energy. You know what I mean?
That's fair. That's fair.
He Falcon punches me in real life, I'm dead.
He does have a surprisingly strong handshake. I'll
Oh,
give him
real
that.
firm handshake?
Yeah, he does have a firm handshake.
I can't confirm that because I think we just fist bumped.
Okay.
They kind of hurt a little bit. Now I'm thinking back, it was like 6 years ago. But thinking back on it, a little bit of a sting. Like,
These
gosh.
experiences are too good. I love it. Thank you so
No,
much.
wait, did you? How?
Wait, well, you have a question?
Okay, so you got 0-2 against. You went 0-2. You got your ass beat against
I
Fatality.
didn't say I went 0-2.
You didn't go 0-2.
He didn't say
Oh,
he went
yeah,
0-2.
you
All right.
did go 0-2.
Look
Look
at
at
my
this,
mouth.
look at this
Come on
jackass assuming. Look at this guy here.
Come on now.
It's not that bad of a tournament then.
I never went 0-2 before.
You never went 0-2.
I can at least put that on my resume.
Comment if you've never been 0-2 because I can't.
I can't. All right.
But yeah, that was rough.
Oh, that's perfect.
All right, we gotta get the production side of things too, okay? It's not just about the players. My man, tell me your worst Smash experience from a production side of things.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of them, I'll be honest. So my tag's Brig. I've done production for VGBC for quite a while. I was the guy who was doing production when the crab was thrown at HBox at Pounds 2019.
I wonder who that could have been.
Yeah. I mean, that's a small thing in a bunch of different mishaps. Probably the worst thing that I did myself. So we have Smash GG gives us a bunch of good information. It gives us all of our player names and our player tags and all that stuff. Player sponsors. So if we have a production that's using something that pulls directly from Smash GG, we have people who have all of their tags and all that stuff. And sometimes they just put jokes as their tag and as their sponsor, stuff like that. I usually try to filter it out. I'm usually pretty good about it. Not all the time though. So one time, someone put as their sponsor Africa. Just the word Africa. Sure, you sponsored by the whole Africa, that's fine. Right after that, Cosmos was on stream, and Cosmos got the unfortunate mishap of having Africa be his sponsor for the first part of the first game. And I mean, I was like mortified, obviously, very, not my proudest moment as production. So immediately after the set, I go up to him and I'm like, hey, you were sponsored by Africa for the first part of this first game. I'm really sorry about that. And he's like, what? I'm like, I tried to explain to him what I explained. It's like, we get it from Smash GG, like someone else had it. And it's like, you know, sometimes it just happens. He's like, it's fine, I don't care. I'm like, oh.
He shouldn't. He's black. He should be, should be proud to
Sponsored by
represent
Africa.
Yeah, be proud to
Not that
represent the motherland. I know he wishes he's from Japan, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't the case, Darky. Suck it up.